Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Rewind That. It's your girl, Miss K. If this is your first time coming across my channel, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe if you like the vibe and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one and when I go live and stuff. Today is Sunday night, which means that we have the crew, the panel. Well, hopefully it's at least going to be me and one other person. Okay. And we're going to discuss the latest episode of Power Book to Ghost season 4, episode number 9. Okay. The episode where we lost. Okay. A real one. I don't care what nobody said. All right. Now, I am home, guys. I made it safe. Thank God. And it feels so good to be home, and like it feels so good to be amongst you all, my friends, my family, because you know I love you. Anyway, what's up, Monica, M, and AG? I got some members in the building, Rashawn Greer, and all that good stuff. I'm so glad. Thank you guys for waiting for me. I did have to push the live back because, you know, the airport energy be giving that energy. Okay. And it's just how it goes. Okay. Now, I cannot wait to talk to my girl, Pretty Girl, about this episode because I am also, as I'm, before I prepare, I think a lot. So, do y'all know, before she gets here, do y'all know that I sat and I thought about the fact that, on the live that I had, I talked about the fact that, the Tejadas always got to cut up. You know what I'm saying? They can never have a good dinner. Okay? Never. Never. That's not the Tejada way. They got to act up. Okay? But guess what I also realized? I realized that that was the Last Supper. Did y'all put that together? It's not hard, but it just dawned on me. That was the Last Supper. Okay? Not to be sacrilegious or anything like that. I'm just talking about, metaphorically and stuff like that, or symbolically. How about not metaphorically? Symbolically, the Last Supper, okay, where we know, look, y'all already know I'm a Christian. So the Last Supper, that's what happened before, that's what took place before Jesus was betrayed. Okay. So, and what did he do? Gave his life, died on the cross for the sins. That's what Christians believe. Okay. Now, Mary, not Mary, Monet, that was the Last Supper, and she sat at the table and broke bread, or did they even get to eat? Broke bread with people that wind up deleting her. Okay. And it was a sacrificial situation, all right, a sacrificial action, and that is what happened. So that is something that I thought about, and I was like, oh wow, okay. And then of course the whole Hail Mary, like that was just the bomb. And who doesn't love that song by Tupac? I know I do and always will. Okay. Now let's see. um One Shot Gaming is in the building. Michelle Wadler. Juan Roman. Hi. Or is it Juan Roman? Let me know. Did I say One Shot Gaming? Kevin Reynolds, what's up? AG. Tina Smith. Hi. You're finally here, girl. I know you always catch the replay. So good to see you in the chat. I'm coming, babe. I see you in the back. Hey, I'm sorry. AG says, I hope you enjoyed your trip to DFW area. I wish I met you. I know. I wish I met you too. That's where you live. Wow, girl. See, it was so much ripping and running going on. It was like really a lot. I see. It was symbolically the Last Supper, no doubt. Very obvious. Sorry, Hail Mary, Monet. She sacrificed herself for her eldest son. Yes, she did, and for all of them, pretty much. Cause, let me bring my girl in. You ready, Mama? Okay. It's the girl, Pretty Girl Loves Chat Content. Hi. What's going on?
I know it's a
You ready
bittersweet
to talk
occasion.
about? I know. So I was talking about how I had to realize, because first of all, this episode came at a time where I was super busy. Oh my gosh. So I couldn't really like, you know what I'm saying? Let a lot of things soak in. I didn't get to watch it. I watched it 1.5 times.
Okay.
So I will have to let you know about something that went over my head, but let's stick a pin in that. Um, and then while I was getting ready, I was thinking about Mary, how, the Tejadas in their dinners, they're legendary dinners. No matter where they are, obviously they don't know how to act. So, um, I realized that it was the Last Supper symbolically, right?
Mhm.
So, and I didn't put that together before, but in realizing that she also went and sacrificed herself for her son, and her kids. I'm gonna say her kids, because when that whole situation happened with Tariq,
Mhm.
and how he was there in the church and Carter done flipped it on him and then called Noma and let him know that Monet and Tariq are alive. The one thing that, what is her name? Your girl L? What? No, not L. Sorry, Effie.
Mhm.
Effie was like, um, you could be walking into a trap. She said, I don't care about that. Like, the heck with all of that. Like, those are my kids. I'm not letting her get to them. So
Yeah.
she already knew that she was putting herself in harm's way, and she still went anyway. So I'm
Yeah.
going to say that she sacrificed herself for her children,
Yeah.
all of them, because we don't know where the heck they was taking Drew and Diana.
No.
Okay, and she got them right before they okay, and then she had the ultimate sacrifice, which cost her life for her oldest baby. Oh, anyway, do you hear feedback?
No.
Okay, I hear a little feedback. I don't know if I need to turn this down.
Try it again. Maybe it.
Hello, hello. Yeah, it's gone when you muted. Is your mic
Okay.
maybe a little?
Yeah, my speaker I think is a little busted. I'll try to stay mute while you're talking. Well, until I
Okay.
have to talk.
Okay, let me just read a few of these comments. Joanne Blanco, hi, says, I'm new to the chat. Thank you for coming. I'm so glad to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Mm-mm. Roman Blackman. So it's Roman, just Roman, Juan Roman. Um yeah, she had that Lorenzo burden on her chest. I ain't think of that. I ain't think of that. Word up, sis. Glad to catch you live. Finally, I really love that song too by Tupac. That our Monet, as Lorenzo always said. That's our Monet. What is that? What did she just leave? Mo let herself get erased for all three of her children. Absolutely. Reynolds said the feedback is gone. Oh, so you heard it too. Oh, that's not good then if you heard it. I'm sorry, guys. It happens and it's very, annoying when it happens. So pretty girl will be right back. All right. But here's one thing that kind of went over my head. Um it was kind of like a little scratch in my head moment that annoyed me. Remember, some of y'all was in the chat on Friday night when I was saying that I didn't like the fact that that Tariq and them, they cut the fingers off of the Russians and they didn't keep them. I thought they should keep them because I thought that they went into the I thought they used it, to like as a fingerprint to open the phone, and they didn't. Child, I'm like, because I mean, they did that before with somebody, right? Was it Power or was it another show? Because I know for a fact that they used somebody's finger to open up a phone or whatever. So I thought that's what they did. But when I went back and looked, they literally cut off all the fingers. Monet looked like she was already in Vadim's phone and text or whatever, and then threw the phone on him. So the whole point was obviously to pass off the bodies as Monet's and Tariq's. But at the same time, bio scientifically or if forensics wise, that doesn't really work, right? Because people could identify you by your teeth. So if they really were trying to um hide the fact that that was Vadim and his people's body, they should have took the teeth out. But that would have been a lot. That would have been a lot. Or maybe chop the heads off. I don't want to say too much crazy stuff because then that could get limited. But you know what I'm saying? Off with your head if that's the case, so that and take the head and whatever. But anyway, that's a lot. That's a lot, y'all. I know that's too much. Anyway, but there we go. That went over my head because like I said, on the second watch is a lot of times when I'm able to catch stuff. The first watch, I'm trying to just get that first reaction for the members and everything. Just get the main gist of what's going on and let them know, listen, this is how I feel, blah blah blah. But that was one of the things. Okay. Another thing that I did not discuss was Tariq's little tantrum, and I lost a lot of respect for Tariq with that little tantrum, child. Like, y'all already know Tariq been getting on my nerves. However, um, I don't hate him, but I'm tired of him. But yeah, that little tantrum with him, I'm sick of them effing with me. What make them think they could come at me? Blah blah blah. I'm Tariq St. Patrick. I killed my own effing father. Like, really, boy? I guess it was so stupid and pointless, and that's the reason why I kind of forgot to bring it up. It was so dumb, and Davis was just sitting there like, all right, Tariq. All right, I'm gonna need you to calm down. Like, it's dumb at this point. You know what I'm saying? And even Davis knows that, like, Tariq needs to put some respect on his father's name, because he is the one that got him that connect. Dead or not. Like, your father's name is the reason why you was able to be set up with Zion. So it was so ridiculous. Anywho, let me see what y'all saying. Kevin Reynolds says pointless. Exactly. What was Tariq pushing down the shelves gonna do? Right. Like, you're so strong, bro. That part was hilarious. What are they going to do? What are they doing to Tariq's character? Yeah. It's very, yeah, like Juan said, clown. Cinder one is saying they pulled the teeth. Did they? I don't recall that. Somebody else said, now Cinder, come on, look, all day, okay, all love. However, somebody told me that I needed to watch the episode again in the comments on after Friday. They told me I need to watch the episode again because the plan was not to delete Detective Carter. And so I'm like, okay, then why the heck did I keep hearing that they got to take him out? They got to take him out. They got to take him out. Like, really? So when people start saying things like that, it does bother me a little bit, because then it's like I have to second guess myself, but I know what the heck I heard, right? I definitely did not see them pull no teeth, but I'm going to check with my girl. Pretty girl loves trap content. All right, babes. Did they pull the teeth? Because I didn't see that part. I know they took off all them fingers, but not the teeth.
Yeah. A part of me feels that they did, but I'm not 100%, honestly. I cannot. I feel like I do remember them going in one of their mouths. But I don't know if I'm making that up too, because now that you said it, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things like, did it happen, or am I
right?
Like,
right. That's how I be saying. Like, I'm saying to Cinder one that somebody, and you might be right, Cinder. I'm just saying, and I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying certain things that people be trying to say, and it be like, why you playing with me? Because I know I'm not tripping, right? And I'm talking because this person came into the comments and told me I need to watch the episode again because the plan was not to kill Carter. And I was like, okay. Now you're gonna try to make me feel like I'm crazy? So why the heck did they keep saying Noma's like, oh, Carter gotta go. Tariq is like, Carter gotta go. And when Tariq gathered his friends, what's her name? Effie and Brayden, they was like, are you kidding me, Tariq? This is a cop. You can't do this, blah blah. You know what I'm saying? And then even Monet was like, so you just gonna go and delete a cop by yourself? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, so what was the plan then if it wasn't to delete him? The only part that I feel like the person might be mixing up is the part where Monet was like, you gonna need your friends, right? Because you can't do it by yourself. So what you do is bring them to the, just bring them. I'm gonna be around the back or whatever. We gonna put his body in the trunk. Or no, she didn't say his body. She said we're gonna throw him in the trunk and you'll never see him again. So maybe that's the part that the person got mixed up. What you think? Because
I'm pulling it up as we speak, so I should have that answer soon while we're talking.
Yeah, yeah, because I watched it again, okay? After that person said that because I'm like all the whole time. Is there a movie called Get Carter? The whole time, baby, it was Get Carter. Get Carter, get Carter, get Carter. He's a cop. He's a cop. Tariq was like, "We've done worse, guys." Brayden was like, "Have we?" Like seriously though. No, you have, Tariq, not we. We ain't flinch. It's, you've done worse, okay, my guy? Anyway, LSW, what's up? Yes, he got on my last nerve. I agree, he was pushing down empty boxes. Oh my gosh. What about that Salim angle? Guess they forgot. They sure did. Salim gone, as far as we know. You know what I'm saying? Okay, go ahead.
He did pull some teeth.
He did. Okay. Sender,
Yeah.
you got that.
It
You
was
got
very
that.
quick. It was very quick though.
Okay, so then it's showing the good smarts, okay? The good brain, the brains are actually working. Very good, very good. Okay. But my guy who was in the other comments talking about something the plan wasn't to get Carter, you're bugging. Okay? You kind of froze. What happened? Um What does it mean to take somebody out? Davis said Tariq will have to take out Carter. The point of Effie and Brayden was to get rid of the security. Okay. Are you I'm not really sure how to are you saying like taking somebody out means to delete them, right? Is that what you're saying, Robbie? I think that's what you're saying. But because it's like, if you're going to take somebody out, you're going to take him out. Seem to be, are you going to literally take him out? Like, remove him from the church? I mean, I don't freaking know, y'all. What's up, Monica? Thank you for the super chat. They did it on force with the finger. They weren't supposed to delete Carter. Monet said put him in the trunk and they won't see him again. She was going to take the burner car. Okay, but they were still going to delete him though. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I brought up that conversation when Monet was like, you can't delete a cop by yourself. So the plan was to take him out, to kill him, right? And so that's why I said maybe that's where that guy got the whole thing wrong, that the plan wasn't to take him out. But I mean, how, pretty girl, how would you feel if you were tasked with I'll call it an opportunity, okay? Because Carter, he got to go. So this is an opportunity to get rid of this guy. You were tasked or the assignment to get rid of Carter by gunpoint. And this is a cop, okay? How you think that's working? I mean, how do you think it's working?
I assumed that Tariq was going to have the blicky through the little confession window and ping, pow, pow there.
Yeah.
That's what I was assuming the plan was.
Yeah. And then,
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Because that's when they was coming up with the plan. I didn't hear them mention anything about taking Carter out of the, you know what I'm saying? Like in terms of taking him out of the church. Like right. I assume that the plan was to do him in the church, but I don't know. I just assumed that everything was going to be taken care of there.
Right. Robbie is saying, why have a silencer if you're not going to shoot? So it's serious. It's obviously a scratch in my head moment on the part of the writers, because it seems like a little oopsie situation, because it don't make no sense. Like he's literally getting the silencer ready. Like we see him readying it, right? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. So that's why I was saying to that person who told me to watch again, and I did. I went back because I always watch again anyway. Mm-hmm. But we clearly heard the plan.
Yeah,
we heard it. It was clear, and that's why people kept trying to talk Tariq out of it. Like, are you crazy? We can't do this. We can't do this. It's a cop. It's a cop. You know what I mean?
It could have been done, but his cockiness preceded him. Like he was talking too much.
Thank you.
Doing too much. It could have been done. He could have did it right there, but I don't know if Tariq's plan was to move Carter, because it seems as though he was possibly trying to get Carter to get up to go somewhere.
Yeah, right.
So I don't know if they were just trying to transport him or what. But either way, I feel Tariq dropped the ball.
Right,
I'm
for
sorry.
real. The ultimate I feel like the ultimate plan was to definitely delete him. Absolutely. But you're now, because when she said, how you going to delete a cop by yourself? Now the plan literally shifted to, you're gonna bring him outside, or you're gonna bring him out and we'll put him in the trunk, you'll never see him again. So she was clearly about to, show him what a real apex predator is, and she was gonna take him out. Ciao.
Tariq
That
is giving
lady,
prey energy. No, he's no
right.
longer giving up predator energy. I'm sorry, sir.
That man is dropping the ball. And plus you can't fight. So that's my thing. He can't fight. You're tasked with the assignment to take a cop by Blicky Point and remove him from the church. I mean, it may have worked for a little while, but sometimes cops, they be having them little tricks, right? So that's why I was like, I don't know if I can be tasked with that. I think I'm gonna have to on site him or knock him the heck out or something.
We see all the time, even with Davis and his scene, when you too close, you too close to the person with the blicky. There's so much, so many options for them to kind of, unarm you. So if Tariq was
Exactly.
going to talk ish, I'm gonna need you to be like 4 feet away at least, because he's a
Mm-hmm.
trained cop and he's a dirty cop.
Right.
What what
Mm-hmm.
what made you think that you was gonna be able to talk ish and get away with it? Like, he
Mm,
was doing too much.
exactly.
Tariq, he
MJ
really got on my
MJ
nerves.
said we need to leave Tariq alone, child. Terrence Gaden, what's up? They were supposed to put Carter in the trunk. We have established that, but the plan was to take Carter out. He was about to go bye-bye. It was to kill him. Maybe not for Tariq to do it, but it was going to be done. Never gonna see him again, okay? That's just that. I mean, Monet was not about to drive him to like West Bubble and leave him in the desert or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was gonna delete him on site. Like, she probably would have freaking went like this. Boom, boom. You know how she be doing. Went like this.
I be
She
like that when
would.
I be cleaning my kitchen with the little Lysol
Yeah,
spray. Boom,
right.
boom,
She
boom.
be acting like she's spraying a counter. Pop, 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 pop. She go down the whole body. Pop, 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 pop.
My counter be clean as I don't know what. I tell you, it works. That technique works.
Oh my gosh, too hilarious. Just me be, hey. You can't face to face with somebody and expect them not to go for the gun, especially cops and security guards. That's what I'm saying and want to talk. Tariq, Diana, and Davis did the same thing. Right. It's like, no, please take some lessons from the OGs. You are not supposed to be talking. Monica M said Monet dropped 12 bodies in this episode. Whew. Y'all over there like one, two. Word up though. She need that kind of you know, that kind of respect or that kinds of what I don't want to say props, but like because we talk about bodies dropping.
She give them that Franklin energy,
Yes,
collecting all of
bodies,
them.
bodies, bodies. Doing that right now, pretty girl. I think Just Me B said
Clean it.
that he's cleaning. Yeah. So the question of the night is, what is Tariq's next plan? Because we have seen this young man fail and fail and fail. I mean, this is the season of failing for Tariq. As much as so much for the apex predator bullcrap. Like, it was for nothing. Okay? It was for naught. I don't understand. Why in the world was this guy going off on his apex predator crap and he ain't done nothing? Goodness. So then I'm trying to figure out what his next plan possibly, could be. I put in the little description box that I wonder if he will team up with the least likely person, which is Kane, because at this point, who else you got, my guy?
We have to. We
Yeah.
have to get leverage on Noma, and Kane is the only person that can possibly help us, but how far can he help us? Because obviously Kane didn't know Ish. Like he was
Right.
so close to the woman, but still there were still surprises that's being revealed. So
Yeah.
I honestly think Kane, I mean, we're gonna need more hands. I saw, in the previews, we saw Tariq and Anya running. So I don't know if she, for some particular reason, is going to help. Maybe Tariq can reveal to Anya that, hey, your mom off your dad, and bring her to his side. I'm still waiting for Tate to come into the fold, because
Yeah, a lot of people
honestly,
are.
that's the real only leverage that we have against Carter, is the fact that he took out, you know,
Tate, yeah.
Tate. So it's
Kamal,
like
Kamal.
but it's like, how is he going to get there? Like, we have to bring Nico in, I feel, on some level,
Yeah.
because he can be bought, and he's still probably feeling the way about Felicia, what have you. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the only
Yeah.
thing I can think of. Maybe Tariq can go to Kane, and Kane can advise of what they had going on with Nico, and
Mm-hmm.
then kind of go through and eliminate Carter that way. But we still
Yes.
have that footage of Reek and Brayden with Zion. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if there's a way to make sure that won't be released. Like, it's a lot we gotta
Mm-hmm.
accomplish.
Yeah, yes. Remember last week when I was trying to say it and I was like, I'm not sure if I'm making myself clear or if people are following me, but I was saying something like that. Like it has to be you can either pit Carter and Nico against each other with with the fact that he lied about the money, not taking the money, and then Carter has something to do with that whole deletion of Felicia and all that stuff. But the question is, yes, how are they going to find this out? And my answer was a Tejada. So now that a Tejada has to come through and say something, but now that what is that? What's his name? Kane. Now that Kane is no longer on the inside with Noma. Like I said, he need to hurry up. Like you need to take her out. But his plan obviously wasn't to take her out. He was literally just trying to really be a businessman, a business partner with this lady. Like, come on, Kane. You done screwed up. So
And
now he's the one that knows about their little dealings with Nico. So hopefully it'll go through
yeah.
something like that. I don't know.
And I was thinking, you remember when this may be a reach, but I remember Davis provided Tariq and Monet Noma's shell company, the airline. Like, maybe there's a way we can, I don't know if I don't think it's called a manifest, but we can track, the comings and goings of, the planes within that airline, and track her that way. I don't know, because I feel like Noma at this point should be halfway across the pond. So is she going to
Right.
stick around? The only way she would stay around, because she doesn't have Anya right now. I don't think she will leave without Anya, because she knows Anya and Tariq are familiar with each other, so she can't leave the country without Anya. So that'd probably be the only thing that keep her in the country. But I don't know. It's so many ways. I don't know how we gonna get.
I know it's it's a lot.
But
What's up,
everybody has to
Sinette?
team up.
They do. They definitely do. She said, "Wake up." Maybe my eyes look low because I'm looking down at the comments. I don't know. I'm up. I'm definitely up. I think Davis is going to get popped too. Noma isn't even in charge. Kane wasted his time. They was finding out a lot at that dinner. A lot. And she's like, oh, they know it's a family enterprise. No, 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 no. No, 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 my dear. I think when Tommy's show ends next season, they will be together so he can teach him. They said Tommy's story will be done in Chicago, but not done. Yay. Not to you, Monica. I'm talking about like yay in general because I'm just so excited to keep this going. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you, Voice of Reason. And thank you everybody for the congrats. Oh, DeMarcus gave me a super chat. Hold on. I'm so sorry, DeMarcus. Thank you for the super chat. Congratulations on working. Yay. Like it took forever though.
Can we celebrate for a second?
I can't. It was literally a second. No, literally a second of celebration. Took mad long.
I
I've been doing this for 5 years. Like, come on now. That's ridiculous. And I'm not blaming nobody. I'm just saying, because y'all been down with me for a long time. I'm just talking like, what the heck? You know what I mean? I be feeling like something's up with the
Yeah.
YT, system a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And the crazy thing is when your girl was, not really doing much, they was pushing my videos out.
Backwards.
Unbelievable. Like, oh, okay, she's got enough content and she's not doing anything. Let's bring it in. We need some revenue. Unbelievable. What's up, Gemini Dawn? Oh, thank you, Stephen Harris. I appreciate you guys so much. I love you guys too. So, pretty girl. So, as far as you feel, Tariq ain't got no plan. Is that what you're saying? Because
it's he working. The poor boy got a concussion right now, so the plan is gonna be a little wonky. He's gonna need Effie's help to kind of flush it out. But let me tell you, Miss K, this is the first episode where I'm like, we gotta lock him up. I'm sorry, like I've been wanting Tariq to win. But as long as he's out in the wild, bodies are going to drop. Like at some point, it's like, bruh, like I'm tired.
So
I'm
in a way,
tired.
So in a way, he is the apex predator. If he making bodies, people just dying, and it's not even because of him, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he ain't literally doing it. Right. Thank you. What up, Rosie? She over here talking about your grandson, huh? She said he got to get locked up. Okay. At least she ain't trying to delete him. Because I was saying I go for either or. You feel me? Like I go for either or. Okay. What a bill do, as you would say, overdue. Okay. That's like a high. And I don't think he could pay it anymore. So it's time. Okay. They got to come turn it off.
But to answer your question, yeah, he's never one that doesn't have a plan. It's just he's gonna need help. And we saw this episode, he picks and chooses because he's like his daddy. You know, he wants to include people when he wants to, to benefit him. I do understand why he did not want to include Brayden. That is understood. Totally. But we really need all hands on deck. Like, you thought all hands on deck this episode. Next episode, we need everybody. We need him and Kane. And I think Kane is going to be at a point where he's like, I don't even care. I need to get back. Tariq, let's go. Whatever we got to do to avenge my mom.
Exactly. We got to do what we got to do. Oh, you hurt Brilsy's feelings. Don't do that.
I'm sorry. I can do that with laugh, Brillo. I'm sorry. I can't even fake a sad tear or emotion. I'm sorry, bruh.
You need tenacity. Said Tariq needs to become Orphan Annie, lose Tasha, but boss up on the game.
I'm still nervous about Tasha, but
yeah, a red wedding became a red wedding indeed. They tried to do a little something. Buick, what up? Buick, Tariq needs a one-way ticket to the upper room.
Yeah, he's going to the lower level. That boy going down.
Yeah, the upper room. Yes, he need a one-way ticket.
The good
is it the upper room though? Right? Is it the upper room? Oh, he go to upper room. Nope.
He going to the basement.
Ping. Fling him all the way down. So yeah, all hands need to be on deck. We don't know what kind of plan Tariq is gonna have now because none of them have succeeded yet. So unfortunately, when him and Monet was together, at least there was something going on. Now, I mean, like you said, he's a planner anyway. We've seen him do so many smart things, and we've also seen him take what he learned in class and incorporate it, in his little plans for the game, like, strategize and whatnot. But we haven't really seen that too much either. That's another thing. You could tell Courtney's hands is kind of like off because that class element has lost it. And that was one thing that I really enjoyed about the Power Book 2 is the class scenes. I thought they were so great when it came to like how it related to the episode and what he was doing. I just thought it was genius, but you see that very rarely now. So Whatever.
Someone has mentioned that she did write this episode.
She did.
I didn't fact check, but that's
I
good to
wouldn't
know
have.
if she did.
Yeah, right. Because no wonder all of a sudden it's pretty good. No offense. Anyway, so now I have something to say. Okay, so I said this already, and I feel like even though Tariq didn't want Brayden there, um, and I understand why, because Brayden is a freaking, like, right now he's just ridiculous, unreliable, and all that. However, he came in clutched. I'm sorry, like the craziness paid off in this episode, okay? Because it was like, all right, Tariq, you did something stupid. You wanted to have a little talk and a speech and a, therapy session and all that, whatever, instead of just like doing whatever you were supposed to do, taking a guy outside so you can go in the trunk, whatever. You didn't do it. And Brayden, with his coked out behind, did something crazy and it actually wind up saving Tariq. And so it's kind of like it paid off a little bit, because I'm not sure if, him, if he was sober, I'm not sure if he would have, I don't think he would have did that. So
He
yeah.
wasn't sober.
No, he definitely wasn't. I'm saying,
Mm-mm.
like, if he was sober, I don't think he would
Oh
have done that.
no,
That whole
that's
like
his
crash.
spinach at this point. That's the coke is his spinach. Okay, it makes his brain cells stronger. Okay,
I heard somebody said that. Who the heck
really?
said that? Yeah, I don't know if I I don't know if I heard it or somebody put it in the chat. I mean, not in the
Oh,
chat. Like on Friday when I went, I think I was reading like comments,
oh,
and
really?
somebody was
Well,
like,
great
"I'm
minds.
tired of Brayden, right? I'm tired of Brayden treating it like it's some daggone spinach." It really was spinach at this time. Okay, all the other times it was very stupid, and it did what drugs do, make people do, very unfortunate, crazy things, irrational, all of the above. But this time it worked, even though it was risky,
Yeah,
because Tariq could have died.
yeah. A lot of people. I mean, people like performers, like rappers and stuff. They be getting high and stuff and perform like it ain't nothing. Like it
Yeah,
actually helps a lot of people. Strangely enough, so
yeah,
But
especially
I
Coke.
definitely was not mad at Brayden doing what he
Mm,
did.
yeah. Okay, Gemini said the reason Reek had the talk, Carter brought up the video that Tariq never knew. Yeah, but if he wouldn't have talked, he wouldn't have known about the video. It's like, let's, like, you know what I'm saying? Let's go. We got places to go. But I'm sure, because that's just the way the story has to go. You know what I mean? He would have still been talking on the way out if Tariq would be like, let's go, shut up, you know what I mean? And he's still talking and all that. He would have said it. And so it's, it is what it is. What up, Mooch? It is what it is. All hands on deck. Tina said, all hands on deck, not our Brill grandson. Not upper room nor lower room. If he doesn't help Davis, Effie, Diana Kane, and that's Brillo's grandson, Detroit Kings. Tina out here shouting y'all out, okay? Did I just remove myself from the stage? Let's get into these scratching my head moments and all that, girl. Cause child, first, what was your scratching my head moment? I feel like we were already talking about some. So
Yeah, I had a couple. One thing that really bothered me, and this could be petty, but the scene when Drew went to the dudes to do a little drop or what have you, and they was talking about whether Tariq is going to they question who is Tariq going to report to, and also trying to understand why Tariq was sent on a mission to Staten Island versus
wait,
Drew.
I'm sorry. Wait. Who was saying it? Oh, those guys
Yeah,
in the
like
beginning. Yeah, with Drew.
from my perspective, this plan was a Noma and Carter collaboration, okay? And y'all are collaborating to take two people out. So I
Yeah.
just didn't understand how it seemed like so many people knew about this plan, because you would think Noma and Carter would want to keep it on the hush hush. So why do these dudes know about Tariq at all being
Right.
involved? Like, it didn't make sense. And I understand they put that in there probably so Drew can know Tariq went to
Exactly.
Staten Island, but I still needed them to find another way for Drew to figure that out. Like, that was that
Yeah.
annoying.
Yeah. Yeah. Some things like, okay, we have to give it to him, be like, okay, that's you had to do that so that the person could, you know what I'm saying? But it's like you said, do it better than that. Cause that was just like, y'all supposed to be coming up with a plan. Like, what are these little peons know? I don't mean to call them peons, but like they're little guys. Like, what do they know? I mean, what do they need to know all of this for? That's weird.
Exactly. And they're so
That's
low on the totem pole. If they get locked up or something, they're gonna be the first ones to be divulging all this information.
right.
I don't know. It's
Exactly.
weird.
Mm-mm-mm. Voice of Reason said because the plan was to change at the last minute. What are you talking about? Are you talking about what we're talking about?
I think they mentioned it. So my live this morning, someone, I'm not sure if it was Voice of Reason, but someone mentioned like maybe Carter sent those dudes on a mission to Staten Island instead of Tariq. But no, it's a fake mission. It's a dummy mission.
Right.
There's no reason for them to even go there because it was a setup. There wasn't really drugs, or to my understanding, any, supposed to be any drugs in that warehouse. So I don't understand
Right.
that
Exactly.
perspective.
I don't understand
Maybe
it
I'm missing
either.
something.
Child. Right? Because like that was no, but you're right though. For the most part, I think it was for thank you, Demarcus, for the super chat. For the most part, I think like you said, it was just so that Drew can find out so that later on, for him it was like, oh, he trying to replace me already. But it was passing information, and then when they got to the bachelor party, you know what I mean? People start talking and blah blah blah. So it was like that. But like I said, there could have been another way. Demarcus said Monet going out to Hail Mary was priceless and phenomenal. Kane needs to go out to the song Gangsta Paradise. R.I.P. Monet, aka Red. I will not be accepting no going out of Kane requests, okay? Song requests especially. Oh no. But thank you so much for the super chat. Afterward, listen, y'all know I've been saying I love Kane. He's my favorite character. However, I have been mature enough to know that he may not survive. But after what they did in this episode, I'm ready. I don't want it to happen. I want to be in denial now. Okay?
Yeah.
I want to have hope and say, you know what? If what y'all saying is true, that they're gonna be having all these other spinoffs, this and that, give my man a spinoff,
Yeah.
okay, or let him be a part of it. I feel like that's what the cousins were there for. Like we were being introduced to like this new generation and all that stuff, and because that's what I be hearing as well, that they wanted to make it younger and blah blah blah. So that looked like that's what that was as well. And I love Kane, but like I don't know. I have to see if I would actually watch like a power, like a younger show. Just I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not interested in the like newer generation stuff. You know?
I mean, keeping it
Yeah.
real, Miss Kate, would we be interested in this show or story if Tariq wasn't involved?
Right. Well,
I don't know. I have to ask myself that question.
right. Because I didn't want it. I didn't want to get started with it because Tariq was involved in the first place.
Yeah, because
So
we know where he was laying our hearts at that time. Like we was not feeling Tariq at all.
yeah, and I
But
think a lot of people really just wanted to watch to see if Ghost would come back.
mhm.
Like they done stayed on hoping, wishing and hoping and praying the whole time, all the way to next week's episode, which is the final episode, y'all, or this week's episode, technically. So, my scratch in my head moment was the whole situation taking place at the wedding, at the reception. She's saying, "Oh, behave yourself or act a certain way because ICE is watching and all this." And it's like ICE is watching, but now y'all got gunshots going off. You done took this man. I mean, it was obvious that y'all left the dance floor. Totally obvious. Throwing the money, doing all of that, that's cool and all, but now it looks hostile to me. Anybody could see, if you was reading the whole situation, you could see that they're literally taking him off somewhere. It doesn't look right. So if ICE is watching, Why y'all acting like that? Why y'all acting out? That was a serious scratch my head moment for me.
No. And the fact that shots rang out and the whole party left.
Yes.
There's
Oh
no
my
there's
God.
no more you and being in America. Sorry, sweetie.
No, exactly. Somebody need, like, she got to go now. Did you say that she should be on like the next thing smoking, or was that somebody in the
I know I
chat?
didn't say that in particular, but I've been saying she needs to be deported. Like, I'm over it. Like,
Yeah, like but I think somebody was saying that she should be on a boat by now. Like, she should be gone, because it's like, what do you think you about to do now? What do you think you about to do? And then he was saying like, you need me and all that stuff. And he's like, well, that's why we're having this conversation. Like, okay, but then you got mad because he said, I'm not ever turning my back on my mom. So you mad? So you said I do, but you really don't. No, I don't. I do, but I don't want to co-sign on you trying to delete my mom. Stupid. The heck? How would you like it if I said it's either me or Anya? You need to choose right now, because she came over here and she pressing and she all up in our business. And I feel like she gonna run her mouth. Right? Like, who does she think she is?
you know how Noma, I'm over her. I've
Yeah,
been
that
over.
lady. But that
I was
lady.
never here for her, actually.
That lady is a bugging. Okay, so what do you think about this scene right here? How they both have on black, she has on white. Do you feel like they tried to make this kind of like a symbol that she was gonna die? Like, she was the marked one in this episode.
I thought two things. Well,
He looks
this whole
amazing.
episode was a thread. Of course, I'm in the midst when I first watch it. Like, I'm just here for the ride. But of
Mm-hmm.
course, towards at the end, I'm like, okay, this is why that happened. This is, with the G wagon and all the nice, kind words. So, I knew something was going to brew, but I couldn't call it, honestly.
Yeah.
Of course, when I saw her in the white in this scene, it was more like, I'm the HB, I'm the head be in charge. Like, because
Right. Right.
typically the bride wears white, right? So,
Yeah.
that's the cardinal rule. You don't wear white to try to trump, the
Right. And
bride.
she was
So
disrespecting.
exactly, it was the trump card. Like, here, boo, I got on all white.
Yes. That's right. I'm taking the shine because I'm really that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm the woman in his life. I'm
Yes.
not no
That's
weird way.
that's
What you
so perfect. So I think really that you wouldn't really catch this symbolism until after. You know what I'm saying? Like, you when you know what happens and you start watching the game, you're like, oh, maybe that was, you know what I mean? So that's how, that whole um what was that last upper thing that I was talking about as well? Um Marcus is saying Monet was dressed as a devilish angel. Um, let's see. That's not what I wanted to highlight. Monet, based on Monet and Kane's convo, I knew someone was gonna go. Right. And remember I said that, AG? Like, I said that like last week. I was saying that I said by the time she does tell him something nice, one of them are dying. I mean, it's just because I was beefing about the way she was talking to him and their whole little dynamic for this whole season. I was getting tired of it, and I just kind of knew that it was setting it up. So once
Yeah.
the nice
And
words come, yeah,
in my recap, I expressed some frustration, and maybe, like I said, I know they had to pivot some things because they probably assumed there was going to be another season in the
right,
works. But it was just frustrating to me that in the very last episode we see this shift in Monet. It was like no real true progression in her relationship with Kane. Like, he was just calling him P whipped and an idiot last
right,
episode. So it's like they didn't show the change in Monet. Like, how did she get to this point where right now in this scene she's telling Kane he's a good son? Like,
right,
I
yeah,
don't
that's true.
know if it's because she realized, like, okay, this is serious. He really is about to get married, and
Mm-hmm.
I need to go ahead and just, lure him back any type of way I can think of by some positive affirmations. I don't know, but it was just kind of annoying when it comes to storytelling, how just
Yeah.
abruptly they just change characters' perspective on this
Mm-hmm.
show.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of because she been doing that with them for the longest, like having her little heart to hearts with them. She always had from the freaking beginning. She was having heart to hearts with Drew, so he's no stranger to that side. But um Kane definitely was. But I kind of like the fact that Kane knew what it was. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, it was nice for him to hear his mother say those words, but he already knew his mom loved him. Like Monet has my back. You know what I'm saying? She's the only one that ever protected me, blah blah blah. So, even with all the meanness, he still knew. And I guess even with all the stupid stuff that he was saying to her, she she's like, I know. And that's why when Tariq was like, how you know he's not a part of it, whatever, she said, that's my son. That's why. Like, we're not even about to go here. Are we planning this or not? Because now you about to be on the list.
Facts. And I wasn't even mad at Tariq for asking that because
Right.
we're like, we don't know this fool. You know, we don't know where his allegiance is. But I love the fact she was just like, nah, it ain't even going down like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I was questioning, like, I don't know, Monet, can you be sure?
Right.
I know she knows her son, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But I get it.
Yeah. And that's her, even though they had their differences, that was her little soldier for real. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, she know who's gonna be loyal. She saw him go after his own siblings. You gotta stand on that. Like if you gonna stand on anything, you gonna know. Look, my son already. I had to tell him to stand down on his own brother. So he ain't a part of this. He don't know nothing about this. I could put my freaking life on that. So I get where she's coming from. But and I agree with you. I understood why Tariq was saying what he was saying also. But look, both of the brothers was jacked up on both, both ends with the enemy. Drew with Carter and Kane with freaking Noma. So please. Like, I mean, come on now. So we could be saying the same thing to Drew. Well, he did ask Drew something, right? He was Oh my gosh. So, what was somebody said? I just wanted to see. I think AG scratching my head moment. There's so many things in the chat at this point, so I don't think I can find it. Oh, here it is. My scratching my head moment was why would Noma suddenly give up supply and Monet just accept it? I knew then something wasn't right. Right. Like, why would you think all of a sudden she's just like, oh, we just want to be family? No. Get the heck out of here.
I said the same thing. It's just like, Monet, come on, girl.
Right. You know daggone well you need to be smarter than that.
And to go alone. Girl.
Right. Like, that was crazy. So now we go to the favorite moments because you brought something up and I want you to say what your favorite moment was before I get into mine because we kind of like we touched on it just a little bit. So go ahead.
One of my favorite moments was at the bar that we don't use for nothing else. When we had the bachelor party.
The bistro, yes, the bistro.
I just love for a quick moment we was able to see the siblings, even though they was drinking and what have you. It was very just celebratory moment. I just love seeing them let their hair down and just kind of joke with each other and just just relax and just just not be so intense with each other. So I enjoyed that. We also had the conversation with Drew and Diana. Love them being able to kind of, just share with each other. But I, that was probably, my favorite scene, just seeing them just have a good time and relax.
Yeah, the family, stop beefing and acting stupid and all that. And did you I actually liked how when they came and it's like connected, right? So my favorite moment obviously was when Monet told Kane that he was a good son. But when Drew and Diana came in and they're like, what y'all talking about, whatever, and they start going at it, him and Kane, Drew and Kane, and she was like, all right, I need y'all to stop this right now, this and that, and don't be doing nothing stupid, go on to the bachelor party, whatever. So they was going at each other, and then when they left, they like he like put his arm around them, they talking trash, like, I'm gonna be right there when Noma kick you to the curb and all of this. Did you notice that? Like they was like, I think he like put his arm around him or something. They talking trash. I was like, oh, that's kind of cute.
No, I love the fact when Kane was Lil Durk, his cousin, he was telling about the organization they have, and Kane was like, "All right, now we got 5-0 over here. We just
Right.
I love the little playful banter. It was cute or whatever."
Yeah, right. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. So, and then also when she hugged the kids, Drew and Diana, I knew that Drew was gonna he was gonna be toe up with this situation because he hasn't really been, I said this on my live too, that he hasn't been really, he been giving her the cold shoulder and everything, and even when Diana was like, you want to check on her, he was like, she be all right. And when she said to him, I want you guys to be there with me, but you guys are grown now, so if you don't, it's all love and everything, he was looking at her like, oh, so it's like he kind of got to see a little different side of Monet that she, I guess, was changing or whatever. So I like that moment, and then I like that she's, I love you, she says to them, and then they had that little group hug. I was like, oh, that's
Yeah,
so sweet. But did
yeah.
she hug Kane in that scene? Did they hug?
At the penthouse,
Yeah.
I don't recall a hug. No,
I don't either. Dang it.
I mean not saying it didn't happen, but I don't remember seeing that though.
I don't remember either, boo. So Demarcus has a favorite moment. He says, my favorite moment was when Diana asked Drew if he wanted a lap dance from a girl, and he said, hell no. I was actually going to mention that.
Yeah, that was funny.
So, what was your least? Do you have another favorite moment, or you want to go to the least favorite? I think we
Yeah, that
know
was
what the
pretty
least
much, and
favorite
I
is.
also love the fact when Monet got back to the wedding and she told the kids to go ahead and leave, they was like, nah, we gonna stay, family
Mm-hmm.
first. Even though I
That's
was a little
right.
annoyed because I don't know if you noticed, but Monet had on a whole nother outfit at the wedding. When she
Yeah,
left, I was like, we had time to change clothes, Monet. Where's the sense of
girl.
urgency here?
Girl, she
You
was
got you.
looking good in that death suit, child.
She was. I'm like,
Woo!
we didn't have time for that, Monet. But I guess she wanted to fit the occasion.
Yeah, we going to the reception. That was crazy. That
That
could
was
be a
funny
part
to
of a
me.
little scratch in my head. Like, girl, why? Why did you do that? You said that you not letting nobody. You should have led with that. Okay, but so why you gonna go change?
Girl, that was funny to me. I'm sorry. I'm like, what we doing here? Oh my gosh.
She was looking so
She was looking good.
so
Okay.
cute.
She went out like a cheap.
Mm-hmm.
My least favorite moment. Ooh. This Tariq in that warehouse with Davis was so
Yeah,
laughable. Because I'm
so
like,
funny.
Tariq saying effing Patrick.
Right.
We don't believe you. You need more people. That's all I thought. Because I'm like, sir, it was more so probably the acting and that scene. I hate to really nitpick, but I'm like, this was not it. Like this was very
No.
lackluster.
You are
Worst
so
moment.
right. Okay. And this is a we don't believe you. You need more people face.
Even Davis was like, bruh. Davis and Method Man was like, bruh.
Right. He really was like, I don't believe you, Tariq, and you need to calm down. Tariq?
I feel like there had been a couple takes where Meth was like, I'm sorry, let me get it together. Let me get it together. But like, sir, it's just like, and I was trying to understand the dialogue because Tariq seems lost himself, right? Because
Uh-huh.
Davis was stating, let Tariq talk and stuff. No, because
Right.
he wasn't making sense because Davis was stating, hey, I know betrayal, is disappointing. Tariq said betrayal requires trust.
Mm.
And he pretty much said he betrayed himself, and the only person he can trust is himself.
Mm-hmm.
Tariq, I need you to really dig deep and figure out what you're doing at this point.
Yeah.
Because are you even still trying to be the apex predator? Because the reason you was, one was ego, but you were trying to protect a family that is not even there anymore. And I'm talking about Diana and the baby.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you feel like you need to be the apex predator to protect your mom or not, but I just need to know what is your end game right now, Tariq? Like what's going on in there?
Yeah,
Like I
you
said,
talking
I'm
about,
tired.
yeah, you over there talking about you trust yourself. And you what, he betrayed himself then? That's what he's saying? I betrayed myself, I trust myself and all that. But self, my guy. Self, you and self have not been doing well with the plans. Okay? Maybe that's why you feel that you betrayed yourself because y'all ain't been doing good. And I guess we could go back to the whole part where, the whole little hallucination sequence when you got he hugging him and all that. One of y'all betrayed exactly because the plan is two sides and the plan they not planning. They not it's just not clicking,
No.
okay? It's not clicking. Y'all need to get on one accord or off yourself like you did in the hallucination sequence. One of y'all got to off the other. No, that was so bad. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, Tariq lovers. That was so bad. Oh gosh.
Puerto Rico. I can't even say Puerto Rican anymore. I'm tired. Like I said, it took me this long to be like, you know what? I'm mentally exhausted with this kid.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't condone those things, but he pretty much did it in the hallucination, so that's why I spoke on it. Okay. Yeah, but it's not working. Plans are not planning. So get it together, work with somebody that you know what I'm saying, don't trust. Kane. Now, I guess folks are expecting Kane to die in the next episode. I feel like that would just be too predictable. What you think?
Yeah, I don't trust trailers. I never trust them.
Yeah, not ever.
Why would they show that if that was, because we're supposed to
Mm-hmm.
be surprised, right? I
Mm-hmm.
just I feel like it's too much. That's laying it on too thick. Like I can't handle, even though I wasn't a big Monet fan,
Yeah,
it
right?
still got to be a little bit.
It's a thing. I think I think it affected anybody with a mama. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That's everybody.
Or a
Well,
person who
you
got
know what I
kids.
mean, right?
Yeah.
A person who got kids, a person who has a mother that they love. Put it that
Yeah.
way. You know what I mean? Because it was like, oh man, the reaction from the kids was just like, oh, I'm so sorry, guys.
Yeah.
So
That was another
sad.
scratch in my head though, because I said earlier, like, that was kind of bold. One, like, we ain't got no bulletproof bras or nothing. Like, come on, we knew what we was about to do. First of all. Second of all, I would have been looking around the corner like, pew, 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 pew,
That's
pew,
what I
like,
said. That was one of my scratching my head moments. I'm like, well, why couldn't she kind of like be like this, pow? You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Like, if she knew the guy was gonna, she said, shoot him, right? He step out. He gonna shoot Kane. All right, bow. Right? Like,
Exactly.
I don't understand.
You just went
Why?
all
Why
out
did you
there.
have to just come out like? Why did you
I
have
mean,
to
it was
do that?
beautiful. It
It
was
really
poetic.
was.
But it didn't make sense because it's like you put yourself in a line, and now if your son would have got, this was all for no reason.
For nothing. Come on. Ugh.
Oh God. Kate was
But
like,
it
please,
is what it is. I
God, thank you.
know. Wait, wait, wait. It's okay. It's okay. Wait, wait, wait. He's
Mm.
like, I'm sorry. I'm like, no, 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 no. I'm so sorry.
Mm.
Oh, it is so sad. And I hate the fact that I believe he's blaming his siblings in the next episode. I don't like that. I think that's who he's talking to.
You think Kane is talking to?
His siblings,
I
Drew and
I thought it was
Diana.
Drew saying that to somebody, but I could be wrong. I thought it
I
was
feel
Drew.
like I heard Kane saying Monet is dead because of y'all. Every time y'all leave me out something, something stupid happens or terrible, he didn't say
Oh,
terrible, but he
okay.
said something
Wow.
happens or whatever. And remember the last time when they left him out, it was the plan to delete Monet, and he was pissed off about that. And then I think Drew had to say, "Oh, why are you mad that we left you out because you wasn't, like, why are you mad because you wasn't a part of it or whatever?" You know what I mean? It was like he wasn't trying to delete his mama. But the point is, like, maybe if he would have known something, who knows what he would have. What you think Kane would have did if they would have told him?
See, that's what I was thinking in the bar at the party. I had to question myself, like, why didn't Diana pull Kane in? Like, hey, your fiance sent our mother to Staten Island. Tariq is going to Staten Island. The Russians are going. Like, I was questioning that, but the only reason I'm thinking they probably didn't include Kane because they didn't know if he would tip off Noma. That's the only thing I can think of, which I guess he's just questioning his allegiance because he's so up, on her bosom. I think they just felt like Kane is a wild card and they didn't know if he would go with the plan or would kind of mess the plan up on some level.
I think it's that. I think that no one gave Kane a chance and believed that he evolved. You know what I mean? Like, they always thought that he remained the same person that was like does the stupid stuff and like you said is a wild card or whatever, but they didn't understand that the guy actually thinks a little now. He learned some things, you know what I mean, along the way, and Monet didn't realize that either. And so it was like, we're not gonna tell Kane nothing, not gonna tell Kane nothing, because we just don't want him to mess it up. Oh my gosh, that's what I think for sure. Uh-oh, new members. Thank you, Blaze. You listen, came through last time you came through, and he did new members, okay? 5. And he
That's
just did
fire.
5 just now. Who are the new members? Shout it out in the chat and say, I'm a new member, or me, because I need to know who the new folks are, because it doesn't say the name. Because
That's
he did
cool. How do you
5,
do that?
okay? I have no idea. But I really appreciate it. Thank you, Blaze. That is so nice of you.
That's cool.
Um, AG says, "A new members, yes."
Hey.
So now we are coming to our least favorite moments. Well, you already did yours. You said
Mm-hmm.
that was the whole thing with the what do you call that? That situation with was it Tariq? Least
What?
favorite? Least favorite
Tariq in the
moment.
warehouse.
Yeah, at the warehouse. Okay. So oh, Monica said they could see it in the chat. I can't see it. That's why I want people to say who they yeah. Let me know who's a member, so I could welcome you to the team and whatnot. So I feel like the least favorite moment for me was obvious. And it's not just the scene of Monet dying, because I think that scene was just, oh my, I mean, it was just top tier, obviously, when it came to the acting and all of that. It was a glorious death, right? Um, However, the fact that Noma did it, that pisses me off. Okay? Her freaking shooting with her daggone African attire on. And then when I say African attire, I'm not dissing. I actually love those kind of outfits, okay? I'm just saying that she really is out here during this time where she's supposed to be putting on a front for folks that are watching, and she over here catching bodies instead. Okay?
And her brother.
And her brother. All right? Just got to go. And Anya looked cute too. You saw her little thing, her little hat. She looked, I was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, they looking cute.
I love that
Okay.
they brought that element in. I love that.
Yes, I loved it. So yeah, I
Yeah.
wasn't saying that for nothing, because I love that type of stuff. And I um definitely saw this lady with some dress. I'm like, I'm gonna have to get me one of those dresses. I saw somebody at the conference with a dress on like that, and I was like, oh yeah, that's next. That is next. So yeah, that was a part of my least favorite moment, because I hated the fact, like, if she would have been getting shot up by like just the other guys that were there that were working for Noma and stuff, because a bunch of people are shooting at her, I would have been like, damn, whatever. But for it to be Noma, it really bothered me because here comes a woman. She comes out of nowhere. She comes over trying to take over the city and everything. Don't know anybody. Cuts Monet out and all that. And you're also the person that deletes her. Mm-mm. No.
Yeah. Do you feel someone was ultimately at fault for this, or do you feel like it's a collective situation here?
Whew. That's a good question. I've, I think it would have to, like, I would have to go back. You know what I'm saying? To really, and I just don't. I done forgot pretty much. So I don't know. You know what I mean? Like as far as like trying to go back to where it all started. Um, I really don't know. Could you jog my memory? Like would you, because then I could probably say, well then yeah, it is such and such's fault or whatever,
Yeah.
you
I mean,
know.
in terms of, I was thinking more short term in terms of like this particular
Oh, this all of this that's going on now.
plan per se with the wedding and the marriage. Because I mean, honestly, if we go real deep, Monet is probably at fault because she brought these kids up in the game.
In the
But I
game.
wasn't
Okay.
trying to go that deep. But
Right.
like in terms
No,
of like this whole like plan, because there were people blaming Kane for this, but I'm like, I mean, if anything, it kind of starts at Tariq for me.
right. Because I was gonna say if you were gonna just in this little secluded incident, because I was going back to not like the root of Monet with the kids, but like
Noma.
just the whole Noma introduction
Hmm.
and how all of that. But yeah, if it's this incident here, oh, it's Tariq. It's Tariq for sure. Because you didn't do what you were supposed to do, bro. You failed. You failed.
Yeah.
That you went and brought in that whole team. You were trying to do it all by yourself, and when you did have help, it was all for nothing because you didn't do what you were supposed to do.
Yeah.
So I would say it was definitely Tariq, the apex predator.
Oh, I had one more scratch in my head that I was discussing earlier.
Okay, I'm here. I'm just doing something real
We
quick.
saw Davis. He
Mm-hmm.
made it to the actual ceremony. But where was he the rest of the evening?
Oh.
Because Effie, when her and Brayden was tailing Carter and Tariq,
Mm-hmm.
he mentioned to Brayden that, hey, I just text Davis, pretty much,
Right.
keep him abreast of what's going on. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, where was Davis? I didn't see him at the reception or anything. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know where.
Oh,
I'm trying to figure out what his place is going to be in the finale.
okay. So because of that call, I think that definitely gives us the indicator that he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm getting the heck out of Dodge. It's about to
That's
go
true.
left."
Thank you. You are right. You are right about that.
Yeah, it's about to go left. So, because if they didn't, if they never mentioned that in the dialogue where she was like, "I just text Davis" or whatever, that would have been a scratch in my head moment for me too.
You're right.
Where
I
it was
didn't. Yeah,
like,
Davis. Yeah, he will be like, you know what? I will take my last drink.
exact,
I will see you guys after the honeymoon.
because it's about to go down. You know what? You don't watch Game of Thrones because they're trying. Some people are trying to call this the Red Wedding, and there was a infamous, terrible wedding scene in that show. If you ever decide to watch it, I will not spoil it for you. But there was someone who, just like Davis, left the reception before all that popped off. It was an uncle. So he's kind of, if they're calling it the Red Wedding, I could definitely call him like Uncle whoever that left the scene before everything popped off, you know. So there you go with that. But I feel like there was something else that I wanted to say and totally freaking forgot. Is there anything else that we didn't discuss? I know we've been up in here for a minute, but it's okay. Temper, temper tantrum throwing Tariq. Oh God. TTT had one job to do and messed that up. If Tariq would have smoked on Carter, Monet would still be alive. Yeah. Listen to me, DeMarcus. Okay? You know I'm about to get him. You know I love you, and you know I have to mess with you with these names, okay? He is a detective, all right? I'm gonna need you. You know, I can't tell you what to do, all right? But when you call him Don Carter, And you know me, I'm a mafia girl. Like, I love me some mafia movies. He's not a Don, okay? That may be his name, but I'd rather you say Detective Carter because Don Carter is giving mafioso, okay? I'm just saying. Sheesh with the Don Carter. My gosh. Was you gonna say something, pretty girl?
No, not at all. You got this. I'm talking about in terms of DeMarcus.
No. I thought you were gonna say something before I said that.
Oh,
Davis was with the
no,
guard.
no.
No, Joanne is saying Davis was with the guard. No, she's talking about when he returned to the wedding because he definitely was there for the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Thank you, Blaze. Congrats on 4K subs. I'll catch the replay while I prepare my book to Ghost Final Thoughts paper.
Excuse me. What?
You owe me about 3 papers actually, sir. You're kind of failing class a little bit because you were supposed to give me. I haven't seen 1 paper yet. Okay, you must be really writing a book for real because no, I'm talking about like in real like his own book because I
Oh,
really
okay.
have not seen any comments. So, I'm looking forward to it,
You
okay?
skipping
So,
class with Diana?
yeah, you skipping class. You walking out on exams and stuff. Come on. Come on, Blaze. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate you. And I look forward to you submitting those papers, please, sir. And I will definitely listen. Since you have been so supportive, I will definitely make sure that I don't take any points off. Okay, there we go. Do you think they'll do a spinoff with the Tejada kids? Ooh, I I honestly hope not. So, in a perfect Miss K world, if they could have if they want to have all the Tejada survive, which I don't mind. I don't mind. Let Diana go far, far away. Okay? Focus on school so I can do me, right? Do that, girl. Focus on school so you could finally do you and have a normal life, baby girl, okay? Baby girl, go on about your business. Your mother's not there anymore holding you, or you don't got to be there with her anymore. Just soar. Make it work, okay? And Drew, you got, you know, some good news about some art and all that stuff. Go do your art thing. Get them out of here. The only Sahada that I don't mind seeing in a spinoff is Kane. Other than that, they all got to go. They don't gotta die, but they gotta go. Okay, and then maybe once in a while they can come visit and all that. What you think, pretty girl?
You ain't got to go home. You got to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, come on now.
Yeah, I'm still keeping my eyes. Well, see, before this episode, I would have still been nervous about Diana because she's was feeling a way about the whole Felicia thing. But I think now that Monet is past, she got bigger fish to fry and worry about. So I'm not scared because I don't know. She was giving me like turn myself in vibes, or she was kind of making me a little nervous. But maybe of course dealing with Monet, she won't. I don't have to worry about her.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I don't. She got a big freaking mouth, but
yeah,
I think she'll be all right.
yeah. I did come to the thought maybe I can see Diana and Kane team because she's feeling lost, right?
Yes.
And obviously looks like school is not the route she's going to take or can't focus on right now.
Oh
So
gosh,
maybe
yeah.
she can feel like, hey, I can team up with my brother and fulfill my mom's dream of being a queen pin, and she could be the brains of the operation, and Kane can be the muscle, even
Uh-huh.
though fake partner or whatever. I don't know. I could see it. Do I want it? I don't know.
Yeah. I
And maybe Drew,
mean,
and maybe because it's nothing but ego when it comes to the brothers. Maybe
Yeah.
Monet's, demise will make them come to an agreement like, hey, everybody is clear on their roles. We're going to run this operation just how it should
Mm-hmm.
have been ran. And maybe they can come to some sort of agreement and have a kumbaya moment and be
Yeah.
successful in this.
Yeah. And as much as I don't like it, um, and I'm trying not to see it. But I kind of feel like they trying to make us see it because now they up the ante with her with the whole like, now she's shooting and she's deleting, and you know what I'm saying. So it does seem like that would be a route they would try to go. And I'll say this: I could possibly like Diana as long as she just leaves Tariq the heck alone. I don't want to see the thirst. That's the main. My dislike for her has mostly come with being thirsty for Tariq and also being super nosy and just talkative. Like as far as just telling all the business and blowing people up and talking dangerously to the point where people have lost their lives. That's the part that has made me dislike her. But other than that, I could see myself liking her if she, you know, went a different route.
Yeah.
Um, Another thing is from what you were saying with Monet now gone, I could also see her taking that role because now she'd be like the little mommy or the voice of
Yeah.
reason because somebody needs that, like you said with the brothers and the ego, they're gonna need that balance.
Yeah.
But I just don't want to see the Tejada kids all together. Like,
Yeah. But thinking about what I just said, honestly, I just discussed raising Canaan. Like that's raising Canaan. Now that I think about it, the woman, the sister running the show, while the two brothers play their position. So do we need
yeah,
another that?
I
That's
definitely
kind of
don't want to.
redundant.
I definitely don't want to see her running it. I could see Kane running it and finally taking his leadership position,
Mm-hmm.
and she's just kind of like his, like
Consigliere or something.
yes, yes, something like
Yeah,
that.
but
Hmm.
he Gaines still has so many things he needs to work on though to be a boss. Like I don't feel like he's completely ready.
I don't think he would be like the boss of bosses or like a top
Mhm.
boss. I just feel like he'll be a boss or a leader. He'll have his own little crew.
Or be the face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He'll probably be like Zion. I could see him being like Zion. Zion didn't seem big. I mean, he had his
Mhm.
own. He's had a little thing running, but he didn't seem like he was big time like
Yeah, he was
that.
an idiot. Hmm.
Yeah, so I could see Kane on that kind of level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What about Janet, Monet's cousin? Yeah, they seem like they brought her in to introduce her to the guy, to Bronze or whatever. You said that was Little Dirk, right?
I'm not. I didn't watch the credits, but I'm assuming that was Little Dirk's character. But
Yeah, because I kept looking at him. I'm like, I know this is a rapper, and I just don't know which rapper this is. That's definitely him.
yeah.
Once you said it, I was like, yeah, okay, that's him. All right. The Tejadas, hi Ali. The Tejadas, if it works, have money that will be inherited from Mecca and Noma. Mecca and Noma? Oh, because he's married to Noma. You think it'll
What
work
is
that quick?
How do you feel? Because I was discussing this earlier because Davis mentioned to Noma that there was paperwork that was incomplete with signatures.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's kind of a loophole for where Kane gets an inheritance or gets, he has access to, you know, her possessions if she does keep the money?
She didn't sign them though, right? Because I thought that was just like a distraction to like, he was trying to distract her and she was like, I didn't have time for this. Like she just really didn't have time and she just walked away, didn't sign anything.
Yeah,
But I do wonder if they were like real, if it was like real paperwork.
that's what I'm
But I just thought
saying.
it was like a decoy type of thing. Like it
Yeah, I
was door
wasn't quite
crash.
sure, but I still
Yeah.
was thinking like, because I mean, it has to be real. Because what if she did have the time to sign
To
these
sign
documents?
them.
It has to be, solidified some type of way. So it's
Yeah.
just, I know she signed stuff before, but this is in addition to. So I don't know. I just figure out how and why they necessarily put that in there. because I don't feel like it was completely fake for some reason.
Yeah, it is a question. That's definitely something that's like, what are we doing here? But Anthony says Little Dirk's character is supposed to be from Chicago. Well, that was him. So, and they're from like down south, right? Is it Virginia, where are they from? North
I
Carolina?
know Janet is she said she came from Atlanta.
Atlanta, okay.
So if Little Dirk is Bronze, she said they came up from,
Right.
Atlanta. So
Yeah, so it's not Chicago, and that was definitely Little
I mean,
Dirk.
he's from Chicago in real life, but
Right, he is from Chicago because he said the character is supposed to be from Chicago, but he
yeah,
from Chicago in real life.
yeah,
But yeah,
it's,
Anthony said that she took the folder.
yeah,
Okay,
she did.
but she didn't. I don't see
Yeah,
like
what was
she
she
signed. I
doing in
don't know
that
if she
time?
signed it though. She may have. We don't know yet. I guess
Yeah,
that's something to be seen. Hmm. So, Monica says, I think Davis switched paperwork earlier. Noma's family won't let Kane take their money and business. So, you think that if he switched it, then that means it's in favor of Kane? Is that
yeah,
what
it's
you're
kind of hard
saying?
because Davis is kind of playing both sides, so it's
Mm-hmm. But he's playing both sides, but I really feel like honestly he has chosen a side.
no, yeah, he's chosen a side, but he still has to protect himself on some level when it
Yeah,
comes to Noma.
right.
But we know where his true allegiance is. Yeah,
Girl, tell me why I was thinking about you because we had this did we have this conversation off camera
about
about he might we were we were talking about how Noma might delete Davis, and you brought up that it might be like a Harlem Nights
oh yeah, I mentioned
situation.
that a few times. I was thinking that was going to happen this episode.
Yes, I was thinking about you. I said, "Oh my gosh, no, they not about to do this." I was like, "No."
I was like, is it going to happen?
It was
He's
just
like,
showing
I'm not.
how both Kane and Noma were screwing people that were not someone they were marrying.
Yeah, that's
It's
interesting, right?
crazy. Yeah.
Do you? And I don't know if you mentioned this in your live. How do you feel about Kane's response to Effie's like request to get out the game? Like, do you feel it was harsh? Do you feel he had ulterior motive? Like, how do you feel about that?
I don't feel like he has any ulterior motives when it comes to her. Um I just think that that's really what he feels.
Yeah.
Like what is that? What was his words again that he said?
What
Like
about like
are
judging
you?
his?
What are you talking? What were you? Oh yeah, about you got your robot stuff and I
Yeah.
got my whatever, and I don't judge you for whatever. Um, but what is the part that you like? What's the part that you're
Well,
asking about?
when she was asking to, she pretty much told him, "Hey, I'm going to Cali next semester. I need
Mm-hmm.
out the game for good." And he pretty much was saying, like, I'm going to be running a business with an operation on both sides, but it's still Noma's business. Like, I can talk to
Mm.
her,
And see, yeah,
and see, but he pretty much it didn't really seem as assuring to Effie as
yeah,
previous. But I know a few things has happened in the meantime. He now realized probably, the business is
yeah.
not completely operated by her, one, and
Mm-hmm.
he's been trying and he's
Right.
been getting shut down. So it's like,
Yeah.
so I didn't
Mm-hmm.
know if you felt any way about like his response or anything.
Um, she asked for the truth, and I feel like he gave it to her. And when she ran off, I'm like, you said you wanted the truth, girl. Dang. And I thought she ran out the room or something like that for a second. And I'm like, okay, oh no, she's just in the bathroom. Okay. I mean, I get it. She's upset. She wants to go. I'd like her to go. She really wants to get out. Go. Good. Do your thing. You know what I mean? But I feel like he gave her the honest answer as far as he would know. Because the way Noma operates, you don't leave the game when you working for her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like he was really trying to give her an answer like, well, I'll try to talk to her now that I'm number two
Yeah.
or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But like I can't make you no promises.
Facts.
I mean, but at the same time, he should have been like, but I got, what was the conversation y'all had in the last episode? I got you, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need you to have me because you need to help me escape or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, we need to come up with a plan because you told me that you got me. I'm sorry, you're not gonna be my little boo thing or whatever. And then it's a situation like this, and you tell me that. No, I'm coming at you like, didn't you just say you got my back? So I'm gonna need you to come up with a plan to help me get up out of here because we
Yeah.
did not just finish. But you know, especially if you just finished doing that, you don't gotta
Yeah.
be like, you could be all soft and everything. Like, well, come on now,
Do you
you know,
think she
you
went over there to
told
kind of
me.
whip it on him to kind of sell it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, use what she got to get what she want. Do you think it was?
Yeah, it's a strong possibility, but I think she wanted some of that before he got married. Okay,
Yeah,
ain't
it was.
nobody
It
trying
was,
to mess up your little wedding, King.
it was multitasking. That's what they call it these days.
Right, she came over there. It was a perfect excuse to come and see him. To be like, oh, you know, you trying to mess up my drop or whatever the heck she said. And then, can we talk? Mm-hmm. Sure enough, we gonna talk.
They are a mess. They are a mess. Ugh, so messy.
Detroit. I was watching Detroit's live. I think what was the last week or so? I don't remember, but I don't know if he was asking if that was if it was Effie. Why in the world? Shout out to you, Detroit. I don't know if you're gonna see this, but why in the world would you think that that was Tariq that she was screwing? Come on now,
Yeah, they
they
was
ain't gave you.
debating.
They gave us no signs that her and Tariq was on that level. It's been her and Kane this whole time. Why would you think that?
Yeah, they was debating back and forth. Like,
It's nothing to debate. Love you guys. Nothing to debate, okay? Like, it wasn't Tariq. Like, for what? What would be the reason? Even though they've been doing some stuff that's like, why you doing that? So I'll give them that. But it's been her and Kane this whole time, like this whole season.
yeah,
So,
I don't know.
and they've been trying to push the Tariq and Diana thing.
Hmm.
And then they've been doing the Kane and the, Effie thing. So come on now. Let's see. He shouldn't have promised he could get her out before. He should have been honest that Noma don't own the business. Did he know that? Oh yeah, he just found that out.
Hmm. Yeah.
Mm.
I think part of the issue is Effie is, we already know what the background, right? She's kind of latching to someone who seems like they can deliver something other than D, in terms of her life. So she's latching on to Kane, what she feel like she should have probably gotten from her mother or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's too reliant on him, even though he is in kind of a good space to kind of help her out the situation, but she's too dependent on her. And luckily she got the situation with Monique. Tariq to kind of help get, a clean slate, but
Mm-hmm.
it just didn't work. So yeah, Tariq, I'm blaming you for that too still, okay?
Yeah, it's your fault, bro.
We can't do robot stuff.
It's all you. This is all you. Some people are saying that she still loves Tariq.
I think she loves Tariq and likes Kane. I think she really likes Kane.
I
I think
think Effie
she's
likes Kane, but still loves Tariq.
yeah.
I mean, maybe she still loves him, but she don't want to be with Tariq. I don't think she
Do
wants to
you
be with him.
I think a little different because remember they was in when they Tariq gained conscious. No, when Tariq was asking Effie to be a part of the plan, and she still kept bringing up Lauren, and she was bringing
Yeah.
up the baby. So I'm like, it's still. I think she sees Tariq as like the one. You know what I'm saying for her, but Kane is like,
Mm-hmm.
you'll do.
I be feeling like she actually like Kane.
No,
Well,
I do think
she
she
does
likes
like
Kane.
him. She does
Yeah,
like him, right? But
but I think Tariq's the
Tariq,
first choice if she had to
yeah.
choose or she had the option.
Okay. I don't know. I feel like she don't want him no more. She did feel like because it was, she said she was emotional when Brayden crashed the car. She was just like, what the F? It wasn't like no real emotion. Like, she just said, what the F? Like, what did you do? Like, so she went to go see, like, he could have gotten hurt, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't see like emotion from her, like, oh my gosh,
I think it was shock
you
because
could
it
have
was a
killed him.
possibility.
And she definitely could have. He definitely could have. I think anybody would have reacted like that because she
Yeah.
cares for him. When
Yeah.
you love somebody for real, you don't stop. But it doesn't mean that you want to be with them. I just kind of feel like she has residual type of, not residual, sorry, residue when
I
it
get
comes to Tariq. And it's stuff like, yeah, I see you. We have a past. We had some things going on. I'm still hurt by the stuff that you did. So some of the stuff is still bothering me. I need a little therapy from it. But I think she be getting a little feelings inside when it comes to Kane because it's the her facial expressions as far as I'm looking at it. But I don't know. Somebody said she just jealous. Anthony altogether. She just jealous.
Oh God.
She brought up both of them. But I feel like she was saying that to call him out. Like, you got some nerve. Like, you don't want me to go tell the guy I'm dealing with, but you went and did whatever the heck you wanted to do when it came to your little pieces, right?
Yeah, I get that, but it's like that ain't really. At that point, I would have been if I was real, like you bringing up old shit
Right, right,
because I
right.
ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about right now. Okay.
Like, I know you're not talking. I probably would just be like, I know you're not talking, and then kept it moving. Let you think about that. What you mean? Think about it. Now, what's the plan? Because we don't. You know how sometimes some things you don't even need to talk about. Okay, just think about it.
Exactly. Oh
Oh
Lord
my
Jesus.
gosh. We need 110. Yes, AG.
Yes, yes.
Reek's
Do you
first
feel
love.
like that dinner scene hit? I was a little displeased by the dinner scene. I just feel like the dialogue didn't flow like I wanted to. How do you feel about it? Like, do you think it was
Yeah, let's talk about that for a second. AG says Reek's first love will be Lauren, Effie's love will be Reek, and Kane got leftovers. So I could agree with that. Poor Kane. Got the leftovers.
they be good
Yeah.
sometimes the next day now?
Now they do, baby.
Spaghetti?
Shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. All right, so let me pull up this little wedding scene. Um, I rather enjoyed the banter. Um, I'm not. I don't know. Like, what were you saying? You feel like it didn't land as far as like.
I don't know. It just didn't flow to me. Like, especially more so when Monet was bringing up Mecca. It was weird, and a part of me was like, okay, you new Mecca, but you could have said like, no, that's my baby daddy, like you know what I'm saying,
Right.
like. But I'm like, maybe she didn't want to tie in the Lorenzo and Zeke thing. But
Yeah.
still, you brought his name up anyway. Like it just felt, I don't know,
Yeah.
like we were grasping for something, but we missed it. I don't know.
Yeah, they were just kind of just throwing shade around. That's what it
Yeah,
looked like to me. To me it was a hot mess. I I enjoyed a little bit of it, but it just seemed like it was a hot mess of a dinner scene. It just kind of felt like we're gonna throw in one more Tejada dinner. That's what it felt like. It didn't feel like it was something that was like pivotal or like, you know what I mean? Like something that was gonna be just significant, put it that
yeah,
way. Cause I'm just like, it just seems like it's a Tejada dinner scene that we've always gotten throughout the seasons, and we have to get one more before
yeah,
Monet goes, because the stuff that they were saying wasn't. It was like, I mean, we learned something big enough where it's like when we find out that Noma, I think that's the biggest revelation at that dinner table, was that Noma doesn't really own her business. She's not a boss the way she
yeah,
tried to portray.
yeah.
So,
I
yeah,
love
and
that.
that brother is another guy, another thing.
Ugh,
Like if they don't delete him, I feel like he might be the next villain or something like that.
definitely, he got to go.
Yeah, they
In my
carry, and
house,
he
talking
seems
ish,
like
questioning me.
right, and he seemed evil.
Yeah,
Remember when she said, "Did you see that long tooth suck?" He said, I was like, "Oh."
Like, you could have stayed home with the daddy. I'm sorry. You did not need to come here for all that. Well, my
Right.
thing is, I don't know how immigration works, but do we have to extend an invitation to ICE to the wedding? I don't even know how that works. Like, that's kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, I
I don't
guess
know.
that is true. I don't know how it works either. Somebody let us know. Because right, do they got to be at they're watching? Like why are they watching? So they supposed to be at the wedding to see if y'all really in love?
Yeah, like a witness, maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know.
Mm.
But I can see the ceremony, cool, but do
Right,
they
the
got to stick
ceremony.
around for the reception too? Like,
Right. That yeah. I guess they want to yeah, girl.
I don't know how that works. I'm
The
sorry, guys.
reception for sure. But I mean not the ceremony for sure,
Yeah.
but like to be there at the reception was kind of like, you know what I mean? But I do remember that scene from Martin when Pam married that married that guy, and I think that was the person there. No, I don't think he was there. Was he there? I don't remember. He probably wasn't there.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking two weddings. Oh, okay. Yeah, that one.
She was marrying that guy for the
Yeah,
papers and
Luis
all.
or something. I think his name
Yeah.
was.
And one shot came and said, "Yes, Ice needs to be there."
Oh, okay.
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 Thank you. Yeah, Tariq, I'm sorry. Somebody said Dexter said, "Look at he
I
likes the
know.
expression." I know it is hilarious. I like it too. That's what. But
And I'm
it
like,
looks
Diana,
pretty.
just smack her head off.
Yeah.
Talking shit.
First of all, I like this whole picture because it looks friendly with Diana, but when you see Drew's face and you were there and you heard the conversation, Drew is like, "Yes, eat her up." He's like loving all of it, like, get a Diana.
Messy. Just messy.
That daggone girl is too much. So one thing that somebody was asking during my live was no, not asking. One I'm sorry, not one shot. Gemini Don, shout out to you. He said that he thinks that when Noma find not Noma, Anya, when she finds out that her mom deleted her father, she's going to take her mother out. I was saying that I don't really see that because I just feel like that's not Anya.
Yeah.
However, I do see her possibly being so mad and emotional about it that she would work with the fact that they brought her and Kane together in a scene. I could see that popping off as far as
Or,
like her talking to him and Tariq.
yeah, I was thinking
Mm-hmm.
Tariq like to offer his services.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I can handle this. I need your approval.
Yeah.
It's how he was asking Tommy for approval to off
Yeah.
goals. Like, I can get you, just gotta give me the go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. It just
Definitely.
depends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely probably Tariq first because they kind of had that little, they got their little thing going on and he was asking questions and blah, blah, blah. So he could definitely say something. And then when it comes to like them coming together, you know how they like to come together in the group to show who's all a part of the plan. In comes Kane. And he's like, "What are you doing here?" Yeah, listen, I'm the one that really wants your mother more than anybody here. Okay. And
And
there we
where
go.
them cousins at? Did we free them? Are they
Right,
still in the
because
basement? So where did
what
they go?
happened to child? What happened to the cousins? Oh my gosh, they was
Oh,
taking everybody.
one more scratch in my head.
Mm-hmm.
How did
Yeah,
Drew and
go on.
Diana find them? That was a big
Huh?
estate.
What?
That was a big like location where the wedding venue was. How
Oh
did they
yeah,
find them? Because we know how Monet found Kane. Those were a lot of rooms up in that building.
that for real, for real.
But that's just
That's
me.
true. Like they must have like you couldn't have gone undetected or whatever. I mean,
Yeah, we just
but
gotta
still,
guess.
yeah, just gotta guess they made it, but they didn't make it on time. So I guess
No.
they took a little while with all the
Yeah.
rooms. It took them some time because they daggone sure didn't get there on time. They got there to the other scene on time.
Yeah.
What's the scene right here?
But there
They
was
got here on
gunfire at that
time.
point, so they probably was able to find the to listen and see where it was coming from.
Yeah,
So
that's what
yeah. Oh yeah.
he said.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yes. So is it Ali Ali or Ayi Ayi? Ayi Ayi. Yep. Look, she look just this girl with her black on and her little slick ponytail. It's actually working for her. It's looking really cute.
Yeah, she's coming along in this game, ain't she?
Yeah,
Went from
she's like,
crying. When it comes to that family, she like, my skills gonna level up.
oh my gosh. First season, Drew wasn't working on an NBA white position. He'd rather look unkempt and dusty.
Yeah, he's been
Yeah.
looking very much rough.
It's not bad though. Like
No,
it actually works for him a little bit.
yeah, little edge, you
A
know.
little edge, little edge,
Yeah,
you know.
it's baffling to me that when he was in the party talking with Diana, that he was legitimately considering continuing his situation with Carter. So much so that he was willing to possibly like let this situation with the art curator go. I'm like, you really see a
Yeah.
future? Like, come on, Drew, calm
That's
down.
crazy to me. Yeah, that's crazy cuz come on, like if you have a dream or like something that's like a passion, how could you not want to
Yeah,
take that opportunity? Like you know what happens in this game. There's no real future. So why in the world would you give up your dream, like an opportunity to really live your dream and just do what you love and making money by doing that? That didn't make any sense to me. Like these folks need to go to therapy because he's putting the whole like notion of feeling needed and stuff like that and having power. He's putting it over like a dream. And ugh, what the heck? A dream deferred? Are you kidding me?
sure is, child.
Mm,
Poor things.
they need help. Okay. What's up, Donnie?
Hey.
Red Hood light got hard in jail. What? Oh, Red Hood light got hard in jail. All right, y'all. So I think that is pretty much that. We actually almost been in here for 2 hours,
I
and
know.
it's amazing. And there are 107 people in the building. Can you please hit that little like button and subscribe if you have not already? Okay, and hit that bing, that notification bell, so you know when I upload more videos like this one. Okay, for sure. Once power's over, I'm definitely gonna have to get right back on my rewatches for Breaking Bad, y'all, because your girl is not gonna really be having too much to do. But don't worry, I'll find something. Don't worry. And actually, I am reviewing from my other channel. So once I get that together, that's also gonna be on and popping. I still have to like I gave my first reaction recap in the to the members, but I still gotta give my thoughts in a video, and I haven't been able to do that because I went away. Are you drinking water? It just looks like it's good. It's reminding me of like I don't know. It's just giving me. I feel like I want a cold milkshake. A milkshake better be cold.
That sounds good.
Um, but you know sometimes they can get warm. Yuck. No, but it makes me. It feels. I don't know.
It's the psychology. These cups help me drink more water, believe it or not. Like, cause we use water bottles in my house, and
Mm-hmm.
honestly, it's easier to drink through this faster than a water bottle for some reason. I don't know. I go through
Okay.
water faster in these cups.
Oh.
So I don't know.
Yeah. It's just I don't know. It's giving smoothie, vanilla milkshake, and
Girl,
I'm not
talk
even a
dirty.
yeah.
I can't have all those dairy products, so I gotta live vicariously through what you're saying right now. Cause
Yes, it's giving all of those. Like it's giving me like it's bringing me back for some reason to my childhood where I just get all the milkshakes from McDonald's. Vanilla,
mm,
chocolate, strawberry, the
mm,
strawberry shake.
when the machines worked.
Yes, when the machines works. Just no, I don't watch Reasonable Doubt.
No, I don't
Right
either.
now, until I'm done with, Escuela, I'm kind of limited in certain things. You know what I mean? Like, I can't, like, review everything I watch, and I wouldn't review everything I watch anyway, because that's just a lot of work,
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. But
Mm-hmm.
I do love you guys anyway, and I will try my best to get more content flowing. Pretty Girl Love Trap content. What you got going on, boo?
Well, if you haven't caught my acknowledgement of life, because I don't want to say it was a celebration of life, but as acknowledgement of life service live I did a couple days ago for Monet. I have that up. My recap for this episode is up. And I'm still reviewing OG Power. We're at episode 609 this Thursday. So it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. So it's getting
Oh,
spicy.
sookie now.
Yes.
Woo, baby. You almost there, girl. You
Oh,
almost
almost
there. What's the episode where he gets shot? 10?
there. Yeah. Mm,
Almost there. You're reliving that? Oh
I
gosh.
know. Just
Mm-mm.
episodes 11 through 15. That's the ones where I'm just like,
Dreading. Right? Because then they feel so empty.
I know.
Those
It's too
episodes
much.
felt
I may
so
need a break
empty.
because Monet was
Yeah.
enough. I don't, it's too much trauma. No more trauma in my life.
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
Has Monet moved up in the Power Mother rankings?
Mm,
I mean, I don't do Power Mothers. I do mothers, period. Somebody else was probably doing the Power Mothers. I ranked the mothers every year on Mother's Day. And Monet she was kind of low. She was like number 7 or something like that,
mm,
or 8. She wasn't that high at all. She wasn't even in the top 5.
mm.
Because there's a lot of terrible moms. Like, if you could go, Dexter, I don't know if you ever watched them, go back and there's a lot of terrible mothers. And I do the history of television and movies. So, yeah. When it comes to the power mothers, haven't ranked her. So, that's something to think about. You want to try to give it a go before we go?
I guess people are asking that because her last, courageous
Of
effort to save
course.
her
Yeah.
kids. So honestly, I posed this question a while back on one of my OG Power Lives because it was more so the mother and son duel. I had Tasha, Tariq, I had Kate and Tommy, and then I had Monet. Was it Monae and Kane? I feel like no, I had a Rock. It's so many mother son duels. So I don't know. She was still terrible. That's the thing. But
Who?
she ended up
Monet?
saving the day though. So I don't know. I really have to think.
Yeah.
I really have to think on this because honestly, I feel like Rock and Tasha will lay their lives on the line for their kids though.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah, for
like
sure.
they
For sure.
all would do that. So it's kind of a hard
Yeah,
thing
for
to really
sure.
judge.
The verdict is still out on Rock because we don't know how the story ends.
True.
Um, but I kind of feel like Tasha is the worst, in my opinion. I'm sorry. I just feel like she's worse than both of them, because she thinks that it's smart to teach her son the game to save his life. It's just backwards as heck. She's a chicken head, and that's just that. I agree with Ghost. She's chicken head.
Yeah, I'm thinking. See,
Half
that's the
smart,
thing
half smart
too.
chicken head.
Ball heads got it. I'm there with you. But if I have to compare it to Monet, you messed up one child versus 3. Because it's like Monet brought her kids up into that. And I would say at least Tasha and Ghost tried to steer their kids away from the game.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, but it is idiotic to think to keep him alive. He's going to continue to. That's the thing. And I just kind of finished recapping that episode. Tasha had a conversation with Tariq, like, what do you want? Like, what is your end game? And she pretty much gave up and was like, okay, if you want to be a part of this game, at the very least, let me teach you because I know these streets and I know how to operate it. So, and that's kind of what Rock did with Kane. And like, hey, if you're going to be over here cooking, you gonna do it right. So it's kind of
Yeah. Yeah.
hard.
It is, and I feel that way too. Like with Rock, it would seem similar when it comes to Rock and Tasha, but Rock is in like a whole different, like Tasha's like the wife, and she does have her hands in it, but not like Rock does. And it's almost like how, what's his name said, Unique, when she said she was trying to keep her son out of it. Remember when they had that first conversation? It was like in the first episode, like not the first episode, like the
I
first
know what you
season.
mean. They
She
first
like,
were
he not
meeting.
in this. Yeah, he not in this, and he said he born into it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Whether you like it or not, you
yeah,
his mother, and he's in DEF CON is his daddy.
that's
He was
facts.
born into it. So I kind of feel like when it came to Kanan, it was like, it's kind of like this is all that's around him. This is, he knew what his mom was doing. Tariq,
Mm-hmm.
like you said, didn't. He didn't grow up knowing what his parents were doing. So it's kind of like with Rock, I could see her more steering him towards that life than Tasha, because it's like this is all that Kanan is seeing. I'm a hypocrite if I'm over here with all I'm doing, all this boy see is me and my brothers day in and day out doing this, and I'm trying my best to keep him out of it. But how am I going to really do that when that's all I do all day, every day? You know what I'm saying? Not saying that she's right. I'm just saying that's their way of life. Same thing with Monet and them. That was their way of life. That's the choice and the path that she made for her kids, which sucks, which was the reason why she's on the list. But Tasha, girl, just backwards. Half smart chicken head. I'm sorry. You're the worst.
And I don't even want to say to Tasha's defense, but more and more in watching OG Power, through learning what Tariq is into, she's learned, like, he's been learning so much from Kanan, or has learned so much from Kanan. So that's part of her thing too, is like he just had an extra, battery in his pack, to where I don't know, it was just a lot that Tariq was learning from Kanan that Tasha was still learning throughout this whole thing. So I don't know, it's hard,
That
but
she was realizing that Kane was really all up in his, like, his mentor.
yeah.
So you kind of feel like she was just like, throw my hands up.
I
There's
mean,
nothing if Kane
the,
got in his head, there ain't nothing I can do.
I feel like the chicken head part is definitely there. That's definitely an ingredient because still feel like she should have still tried to steer him away. But I think she always say, you just like your father, you just like their father, you just like go. So I think she knows Tariq mentality at this point. Like you said, these mothers know their kids. Like, I felt like she honestly felt that Tariq is going to do all he can. Because right before she had the conversation with Tariq about what he wants, she asked him, because he had a whole plot with Vincent, the guy in the mob. Tariq plotted against Tommy and Ghost, a whole fake kidnapping situation to scheme them out of $2 million. So when she started realizing like what he is capable of and what he's really doing, she's like, there ain't no turning this boy away. Like, he's gone. Not saying it's right, because I don't agree with her methods,
of course.
but I understand, I guess, her psychology of a chicken head.
right. Because that's what I was about to say. Yeah, the psychology of a chicken head that's what it's doing. It's clucking. It's giving up the clucks. So I mean, it's a really debatable conversation. It really is, because at the end of the day, all these moms are bad. Okay? And so are drugs. Drugs are bad. All right? Tommy's mama is the worst. She gave up her black son and moved off and had another one and raised him horribly too.
She saved JP.
Right.
He had a daddy though. She didn't just leave him.
We don't know what her story was. Like, when you have a situation like that and it's a race involved, you don't know what really had to happen. I mean, that's what you call that? That's subjective, and not even subjective. It's like situational. Like, you gotta circumstantial, really. Like, you gotta know the whole story and what she was facing and all that stuff. Some people really actually get their kids taken away. Some people actually have to give up their kids because of certain things. So we really don't know. And I'm not here to cape for Kate Egan, even though I like her, you know. But she was a bad mom. Of course, she's on the list too. Shoot. But she ain't the worst mother in power.
Definitely
She got
not.
drugs on her side. The drugs is the thing that altered her, you know what I'm saying, her thinking and all that. We talking about women that are of sober mind and making these choices for their children. That's the reason why on the list, the crackheads in them, they was kind of low because they were under the influence. You know what I'm saying? So we can't really judge them on what type of mothers they was gonna be if they were sober, but we know they was trash because they was on drugs and all that. But the worst ones were the ones that were sober minded, making them kind of decisions, evil and all that. Shoot.
Facts.
Yeah. So here we go. Monet tried to delete her kids and Tasha is the worst. Vincent, give it up, my guy. You going hard. Give it up. And then you talk about how dangerous Tasha is. We not that the conversation is not even about her being dangerous. Like, she ain't no more dangerous than none of these women on here. She ain't no more dangerous than Monet. She ain't no more dangerous than Rock. Okay? I'm sorry, because if she was that dangerous, she probably would have did some other things that she didn't do. She failed a lot as well. Okay? So, that's all I got to say. Anywho, Vincent, you love Tasha? That's okay. Anywho, thank you guys so much for being here. You wanted to have anything else to say, pretty girl?
Just for the people to make sure they like this video because we gave y'all 2 hours.
Sure enough.
Of content.
Sure did. Thank
and we got
you.
to be at work in the moment. Okay.
Exactly. Thank you. Come on, talk about it.
Y'all
welcome
welcome.
to talk about it, right? All part of us. All a part of us. American dream, broken family. Monet got her wish to change her relationship with her kids before she died. This season came full circle. Yup. And that's true. She wanted to change. She wanted to show them. She said, please let me show you. Let me show you. And that's what she did. Okay. I could show you better than I can tell you. There we go. Come with me. Hail Mary. One quick see. Hey. Love you guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. I love you all, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.